I'd like to call this meeting of the Highland Township Board of Supervisors to order, and we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First thing on the agenda is to open the bids for the stone that we advertised for.
Okay.
And, a bid here from Glenn Hawbaker.
No, you just have to look, there'll be a page where he puts his price down. It'll be, so. Just further back. No, one more there, that page right there. No, it's his price is right here.
Bid from Glenn Hawbaker, and it's gonna be for 1,000 ton of 2B sandstone, PA DOT approved, $28.40.
Per ton.
And for 2B sandstone, not PA DOT approved, $26.40 a ton. First, I'm gonna be a major opener. The next one is from Delulu Stone Sales. And for PA DOT material, it is $28.40 a ton. And non-DOT material is $22, I believe, $50 a ton.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And the next one is from Paper City Transfer. And it is 2B sandstone. It doesn't say it's DOT approved or not.
I don't think it is, because I think he called me out.
I don't believe it is.
Yeah.
But it's $16.65 a ton. Christie, I'll give these envelopes back to you.
Okay, yeah, I'll make those.
So he didn't even bid on the other.
No, he didn't.
No, because
He
he didn't, I don't think he has the PennDOT approved, he only has that.
Have PennDOT approved stone.
So that's just what he bid for.
So,
But I don't know if it has to be or not, because we're not using it for a project, I don't think it has to be.
Who is
okay,
this?
that's
Paper City Transfer,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
No, can't beat that price.
No.
I mean, that's just what we're gonna use for all the dirt roads for.
Yeah, this is what they use on the dirt roads. That's as good as you can get.
Can't beat
Well,
that.
I would say we give him that. And the other two, they're tied at their bid.
Yeah.
But Dulu's been doing it for us forever.
Well, actually, it was Bucktail, but they didn't give us a bid, and I don't know why, because I even called them up last week and reminded them, and they said, yeah, we know, so I don't know why they didn't put it in.
They've traditionally been the lowest one of the bunch too.
I don't know. Who would you wanna go with on the other one?
Yeah,
mean,
I think
yeah.
what we need, we don't need PennDOT approved stone for that. No, all it is just a anti-skid material.
Yeah, we just advertised for 1,000 ton, and they're giving us for the DOT approved and non-DOT, so if we accept this one from Paper City, which if we're just using it for anti-skid, we're not using it for any project, we can take that one and we can
All right, we'll give Paper City, I'll make a motion to give Paper City a bid on the 2B sandstone.
I'll second
I'll vote yes on that.
Who do you think on the other one?
But no, we don't need any of
There
that.
is no.
We don't
It's
need
just,
the
that's
other.
it. That's it.
We bid 1,000 ton.
Oh, okay.
That's, they're
Yeah.
just giving us a price on 1,000 ton,
PennDOT and then
PennDOT
non-PennDOT.
approved,
Oh, and
and
then
1,000 ton
Right.
All
non-approved.
right, I got it. Okay.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, Christie, I'll give those back to you.
That's a good price.
Yeah. Of course, he's close.
I
too.
talked to, what's his name in Kane, he wants
And,
$16 a ton.
I'd like to open the meeting to public comment. So, okay, Linda?
Yes, I'm sure I'm not, you guys didn't do it, but you're probably aware of it. The two people went to my husband's Aunt Sue and wanted to know information on everybody's water bill, what they're paying and what they're using. Well, she gave them so much information, but she blacked out people's names and addresses, so they're filing an appeal. I'm sure these people would not want people to know what they're doing, or their finances, or their bills. So it's having consideration. Why, even the reason they're doing this, I don't know. Is it to get back at the water authority? Is it to get back at Sue? Because I'll tell you this, when you want to drag somebody down, you want to do something and say something about their character, all it does is say more about your own character. And people need to be aware of that.
Joe?
And Sue did the right thing. She
You
did
guys
not
know
give
anything
that
about
out.
it?
She protected people's
I don't know
privacy.
nothing about any of that, so.
She does her job.
Jim?
News to me.
Now, all three of us can honestly say we don't know anything about it.
Well, I feel it's an unlawful thing. It is. It's
So-
not right.
That's as far as it goes with us. We don't have anything to do with,
And I just
Their
bring
bills?
that to your attention.
okay? Anybody else have public comment? John?
I'd like, my family and I would like to thank you and Mike, and of course, Mr. Regal, for taking care of our problem out there. You've done a very nice job and we're very happy with it. And for you, Mr. Wolf, we pray for you every Sunday, because we're beneath you, we know that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
You-
Anybody in the next row? Bill, Misty? Front row? Over there? Okay, moving along. I'd like to have a motion to approve the minutes for August, the treasurer's report for August, and the balance sheet for August.
I'll make a motion, we approve the August minutes and the treasurer's report and balance sheet.
I'll second that.
I'll vote yes. Okay, there's a correspondence from Forest Service. And it's basically about the Chafee project.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There's finding a no significant impact of the Chafee project. If anybody would like a copy of that.
There's the report if anybody wants to see it.
Which is a timber sale.
That's a timber sale north
Yeah.
of Route 66. Yeah.
Okay, have one from the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation. There's a, oh, sorry, from the DEP.
Yeah.
It's a earth disturbance inspection report, and it was for the intersection of 66 and 948. There's a letter here from the AHUB organization thanking us for supporting them. There is a letter here from Allegheny Power, says that, or West Bend Power, says that they're gonna change the meters on the township building and the salt shed to the digital meters. There is one here from Gallagher Bassett Services
That's on the fire hall.
about the cracks in the floor at the fire hall that basically says that they're stress cracks and there's not a lot we can do with that. Okay, there's a notice of safety class. It's gonna go on with West Bend Power for first responders, road crews, and law enforcement. And it's gonna be at the Elk County Fairgrounds in Kersey on Thursday, September 21st from 1 to 7, and Friday, September 22nd from 9 to noon. Pennsylvania Department of General Services, that there is federal surplus property that can be bought.
And I just wonder if you guys, because I would have to sign up to receive, to register. So that way they'll send us like emails or flyers, what have you, when they have stuff up for sale. But I just have to, I have a form I have to fill out, and that's and send it in. But they were just,
We can't hear you back there at all.
they
I
sent.
know you don't like to hear, but
No,
you
it's
don't
just-
come to the meeting just not to hear.
No, I was saying there's a form that I have to fill out to register to, so we can be notified when they have federal surplus up for sale. Because they let townships, municipalities, and like government agencies, they get first picks. They'll sell to them first before they'll sell to the general public. That way they'll have first choice of stuff, and so that way, if there's any kind of like, a lot of times I see it's like office furniture, or like if they're getting rid of municipal automobiles, that kind of thing, then they'll offer it to municipalities or any government agencies before they'll offer it to the general public.
I would say, yeah.
It doesn't cost anything.
No, it doesn't cost anything. You just
They'll
have to
cover
register.
you up with paperwork.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, it's nothing.
What doesn't these
Might as well
days?
go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Okay, the minutes from the Elk County Commissioners meeting.
Okay. Yeah.
There were permit renewals from Hunt Marcellus in Jones Township, Seneca Resources in Jones Township, Curtis Oil in Howe Township, and Wilmoth Interests in Sheffield Township. Okay, I'd like to move on to committee reports. Recreation Committee.
Well, we're just thinking about what we're gonna do. We're gonna still have the Halloween pumpkin carving and scarecrow contest this year. And that's about it for right now.
Bill?
Report, the only other thing I got is we had a couple calls last month. We had a car wreck and an ATV accident. Car wreck was in a log truck, lost his fifth wheel and went flying down the road into another vehicle.
Did you have to use the rescue vehicle to get the ATV out?
They ended up, there was guys from Erie County that was down there and they got her up out of the woods by the time we got there. It was on the, down by the Pigs Ear trailhead. Oh yeah, right at the Pigs Ear trailhead. They got her out and got her down to there.
All right, and the road department, of course, Tom gives a list for every day that they worked and what was on it and what they did. Anybody would like to see that?
He wanted me to make a note. He got a call from PennDOT, and they're paving these roads in 2019, 2020.
Okay, 2019, they're gonna pave 948 from 4009 east. That's,
I don't know my roads, so I don't
and
know.
then in 2020, they're gonna do 4009 and 66.
Wait another year for that? Jeez.
If anybody would like to see any of this,
Road's terrible going, King.
Yeah.
okay. Old business. Discuss camera system for the township. And one thing that a lot of the residents, when we originally discussed this, had an issue with was the price. And they said, well, geez, look into buying your own cameras. So we called Open Sesame and had Open Sesame give us a bid for $2,864. for the same system that would cost us $1,200 a year that we don't have to maintain.
I got a thing on that. But we got the same system down at the fire hall, right from Open Sesame. It was only $600.
And there's no maintaining it.
There's no maintaining
Get
it.
it set in.
How many cameras do you have?
Us?
Yeah.
More than one.
There's four cameras, 4 megapixels, 8-channel digital video recorder with 2 TB drive, approximately 30 days archive time, 1 UPS, 1 high resolution monitor, 1 spool of Cat 5 wire, and 2 men 1 day labor for installation for $2,864.
And then we're responsible for the repairs after. Marcia?
I don't understand why we have to have it, because really, is it that much garbage that would be $1,200 worth of garbage being
It's not
hauled
just
out?
garbage.
Yes, they're actually, Tom said that the dumpster was full again the other day with household garbage.
And it's starting to attract roaches.
And I do understand that the skate bike park was full of garbage the other day that Tom had to clean up.
Yeah, and I
I
think
saw
he said
about
he's
4 or
locking
5
that up
pieces
every night
today. I
now,
saw
isn't
it,
he?
but
Is Tom locking that up every night?
no, the kids don't even get home until after 3:30, so no, but can we buy a sign saying no littering? Then
Okay, we're gonna care about a sign.
people
The
start
barrels
watching.
are right there, you think people
Yeah.
have a brain.
You need a sign.
Well,
You
some-
think it was a bear? I mean, we've had a lot of bear around here.
Bear would have the garbage all over the place. It wouldn't be thrown in the dumpster.
Oh, no, I look, when I go by, the one time I saw about 5, 6 pieces of garbage, and that was
Yeah,
it.
that'd be just spread all over
I
the
don't
place.
know. I can try to make an effort to stop and talk to the kids again.
I've stopped and talked to them. I've actually stopped and talked to them and told them, hey, if, this
Yeah.
keeps up,
We don't have.
Park
one
will
of
probably
them
be
that would
closed.
be
Well, that's a
official.
shame, cause you always
You know,
got a few
well,
ruin it for the
well,
whole.
and I agree, you have a few that ruin it for
They've
all.
always done
Well, we
that.
can
They've
try and
done
look
that
around
for
for
But
more
we're paying,
prices.
we're paying for a dumpster that somebody's coming and dumping their household garbage in.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's
Can you lock it down?
Chain it
repeated.
up. We
It's
talked about,
repeatedly.
why don't we chain it up?
Lock it up.
That was all.
What about the story around town about a bunch of salt coming up missing last winter? Is
Yeah,
that true?
Now, how much salt was missing?
there was
It
salt
was
that come up missing
substantial that I
last
heard,
year.
I don't know how much,
No.
What, you mean they backed into there?
evidently.
Why don't
That's
we
awful
address
cold
this on the
people.
budget meeting and put it on the budget for next year?
Yeah,
Okay, I can tell you one thing.
we have to,
A bunch of salt.
we have to do budget meetings, discuss the schedule for budget meetings. We're gonna address this, we're gonna table this, and we're gonna address it at the budget meetings. Bill?
It's going off of Bob's question over there. I think I know what he's talking about, because there's a certain person that drove past last winter when I had my truck backed up to there. And Tom Theory already knows about it. I get salt when I get salt here. I get salt for the fire hall. We have 2 buckets of salt down at the fire hall that I come up and get. It's already taken care of with Tom Theory. He knows.
This was way more
Yeah,
than
this
2
wasn't
5-gallon
you, Bill,
buckets.
This was different.
Okay, because I was gonna say, there's quite a few people
And
that
no,
drove
no,
past and seen my
yeah,
truck.
no,
back
we
there.
know you get salt for down there, we
Yes.
know that, that's not
Wow.
the,
Okay, I'm just
Yeah.
making sure.
oh no.
Well, I've never seen anybody have a piece, anything in there to move salt out of there, if you're talking that major thing going in there.
Wouldn't it have to be
Maybe it
a
happened when you weren't home.
And it might have, and I'm not denying it, but I can't believe.
I just
would-
know Tom made an effort to show us that there was a significant amount of salt missing. My guess, I would say better than a half a ton. That's a lot of salt.
Yeah, that is.
The hell would you get it?
Yeah, I
That
mean,
would
we went
take
through this
time.
with the diesel fuel and everything else, I mean, some of the reporting back, I just,
Yeah, because then they said they
Doesn't
were
make
gonna
sense.
go.
They have to have some kind
Hmm?
of.
So they're saying Tom's a liar?
a half a ton.
I mean,
Well,
before
they
you said gas was missing, and then Kim said that it wasn't.
Can I say something, make a comment? You know, and this is just my own personal feelings. There is absolutely no substitute for a good security system.
Right.
But it's an extra $1,200 and we're broke.
It's that extra money that right. I agree with you. I invested in one in my house and nobody knows how to run it but me.
You could get
I
a
can see
smaller
why
one
you
that
have
runs
it.
off a DVD and a
I can
TV
see
for
that
200
right
and
now.
some at Walmart.
Yeah,
That would still set up and still give you the same.
but this thing, this thing, the way he's got it quoted is 4 cameras in 4 different
You
areas.
can add cameras to this. You can
Yes,
add
you
them
can
to
add them,
six
you can add them,
systems.
but this is for 4 cameras.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
we'll
it comes
address it.
with 4 cameras and you can add up to 2 more to have 6.
All right, next.
We're gonna table it, we're gonna discuss it at the budget meeting. And actually, Jim, you probably know more about that company that,
Yeah, we talked with down at the, what you call,
we talked with them down at the Elk County
yeah.
Elected Officials
Where the heck
Convention,
did I put it?
and had them come up and give us a price on the roof.
You got
Yeah, I got it right
Well,
there.
they haven't given us a price yet. They
Or
just-
actually look at the
Yeah,
roof and tell us
yeah.
what we were gonna need.
They
I've got a couple items on here that, you know, it's recommended the roof be replaced, not repaired, which we agree with that. There's not enough pitch on the roof to allow the water, snow, or ice to run off. See, I disagree with that. This is a standard slope that you put on metal buildings. It's probably a 2.5 or 3 to 1, 12 slope, which is, there's enough on that. Contractors unsure structure under, well, yes, you've got contractor to remove and replace entire roof with new standing metal seam roof. Do you know what a standing metal seam roof is? That's not what we have up here.
Right.
We have a 9-inch corrugated roof, which is, the standing metal roof is about 3 times as much as the regular roof that we have. Contractor to remove siding in order to properly flash in additions where roof seams meet, which is a good move. Gives you work, water, schedule, wage rates to provide prevailing wages. If I read it right, we don't need a prevailing wage job.
No, because like you were right. That is
Yeah, the
100,000.
prevailing wage rate starts at 100,000.
Yeah, I hope.
Me as a union member, I'd like to see prevailing wages,
10
but
grand, when did they change it
Huh?
to 100,000?
100,000,
When they changed it to 100,000?
Oh, a couple years
about
ago.
4 years ago. There was a heck of a fight over that, Matt. I was part of it, and I was arguing about it down at the convention in Hershey, and it went into effect. That's the only thing I can see about it. You know, I personally, I don't know. Offhand, I think the purlins on this roof are 3 foot on center. So if you go and put metal roofing on like it is, you need to put the 26 gauge on. I don't know what the requirements are on this standing metal seam. I've never used it because it's so much more expensive than the others. That's my comment on it. I would ask them to quote the 9-inch rib roof like we have in 26 gauge.
Do you plan on doing that this year?
Trying to.
I mean, you're still gonna have to get that done and put it out for bid.
Well, no, it's, there is a, what do you call that? It's a pre-bid thing. We picked this up at the convention
like
in
Coasters, but it's
August
different.
16th. And it's legal to do it. These people have pre-bid and anyhow, they have contractors that already have unit prices and stuff on this, and it's legal to do it that way.
It's
Where
like
are they
this.
out of?
I don't know.
I mean, that's horrible, our tax money and not being able to go out to local people and bid
Yep.
on it.
Where is it?
My opinion.
Can't remember that.
I don't know. But, you know, I talked to them, and they told me they'd stop up and look at it. But, you know, this is what we got. We don't have a price or anything else yet on it. There's a couple things that I think need to be changed on it.
until we have a price, there's not a whole lot we can
Nothing
say
to
either way.
No,
I
no,
mean,
no, we can't do nothing
So-
until we come up with a price and a schedule and see if they'll go to that 9-inch rib roof like what's on there.
I mean, are they going to send prices or do we have to?
No,
ask?
they're gonna send, they're just, they're
I would have, I would have thought they'd have had them here for
Yeah, I
the
would've thought
meeting.
they would've too, but.
we're gonna
I
have to
guess,
table
yeah.
it Until then.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
discuss it then, cause we may bid it out locally. That's too high.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can still let it
Okay.
out.
You guys have anything else for old business? Okay, new business.
Oops.
To report on the executive session on September 7th. We had an executive session on September 7th at,
Going to speak up, I can't hear you above the whispering.
we had, well, if everybody would quit whispering, then you'd probably be able to hear me.
Obligations.
No, I'm not whispering, I'm listening.
We had an executive session on September 7th to, on, let's say, advice of our solicitor to, I guess, agree that none of the supervisors or the secretary be privy to the auditor, the forensic auditor's report.
What? That none of the secretary?
The secretary and none of the supervisors are gonna be privileged to see the forensic auditor's report until everything is completely done.
Oh, I thought you were saying that you wouldn't be involved, they weren't gonna check you guys out either.
Nope, that's,
Okay, I'm glad you
the
spoke up.
way that we agreed was, I don't know anything about it, Mike doesn't know anything about it, Jim doesn't know anything about it, Christie doesn't know anything about it. That way, there's nothing that I can hide, there's nothing that Jim can hide, there's nothing that Mike can hide. I mean, if I've done something wrong, then this auditor's gonna say I did something wrong, and that's gonna be it.
What's this cost in the township?
We don't know yet.
Don't know yet,
Not even a rough idea.
not even a rough idea.
Why are you doing it? Is there something missing?
Mike, would
or-
you like to elaborate on that?
Well, because I got sick and tired of hearing about $96,000 again. It happened a couple meetings ago, some smart comments. You know what? We'll just get to the bottom of it. So that's why I called for a forensic audit. I'm sick and tired of it. We'll end this once and for all. She's getting accused constantly of it. It's already been proven once, but I guess nobody gets it. Nobody gets it.
Nobody can do,
So-
it takes two people to sign the check, so
Huh?
how could anybody be stealing?
That's not what it's
Welcome
about,
to the
but
fire department.
I never heard
Anyhow,
anybody accuse
so-
anybody's-
so that's where it's at. All right,
Move on.
now what's next?
Oh, did I give
Okay.
that to you?
What's that?
Oh,
When are
no, I
the public
didn't.
gonna be,
Did I give you a
aware
note
of
on
this
this? Did I
forensic
give you a note on
audit?
that, on B?
When will the public be aware of this?
Soon as we are,
When,
that next meeting anyhow.
when we know about it, we will inform you at the next meeting.
Okay, on the next new business thing, I got a call from the, oh, somebody, what do they call it? I wrote it down, I can't remember my writing. The Commonwealth Water, son of a gun.
Conservation District?
No, they work out of there though. But anyway, they are doing stream work and bank stabilization over by the pigs, over by near the Pigser Bridge and along the stream, and they're going to be starting on, jeez Louise, September 18th, and they'll be working for about 2 weeks. But they want people to know because they'll have like their equipment set up by the bridge, and they'll have road work signs put up, just so everybody's aware of what they're doing. They're going to be like pulling trees out of the and with the forestry they'll be pulling trees out to put along the stream to stabilize the banks. And they said they should be that only be working like a few hours a day, but they should be done in 2 weeks. They said once they start.
That's Elk County Conservation District.
No, it's somebody else, but I can't
See, they
remember
were
the name.
scheduled to do that last year,
Yeah,
and
but
they didn't do it.
it's I can't remember the name, but They are working out of that office, but their title is something else.
Then hold. Wake everybody up.
Okay, discuss and schedule budget meetings. Christie, you're the one that knows everything on that.
It's whatever you guys want to come up. I don't. It's you guys
I'd
are
say
nice.
probably,
I mean,
probably at least one in October.
yeah.
Probably at least two in November.
Well, we usually have one in sometime in October, and then we'll have one early November because it has to be advertised for 30 days before we can adopt it into the December meeting. So we usually it'll be some. It doesn't matter what day in October if you want late October, whatever. But usually then the first week in November, or if you want to have one week in October, another week in October, it's up to you. I
Should
don't
we
care.
have one before the next meeting in October?
You don't have to. No, it's as long as it's you can have it. You can have it last week October and then the first week in November if that's what you want. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever's easiest for you guys.
Oh, geez, that's
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, you
long
don't even
ways
have
off
to.
for me.
You care if we have
If
it
you
at
want to
4
wait till the
o'clock
next
in the
meeting,
afternoon?
No,
if
whatever
you don't even
time.
want to wait till the next meeting, so when it gets closer, you can wait till the next meeting,
All right,
and then we can do it.
that would be
then.
better because I don't know a month, 2
Okay.
months out.
I got mine all written down, it's a no.
Okay. Next meeting. Yeah, there's no as long as we have it done ready to advertise before November's meeting because it has to be in there 30 days before the December meeting.
Okay.
So that's all I need.
Okay. And discuss and make a motion for yearly donations.
Okay. Yeah, those are the ones we do every year. We budgeted to give the library 200, the senior center 200, the Humane Society 130, the Lions Club 100, VFW 100, and KARCC 492, which we get more in the contract to do that, but so you just have to do this.
I make a motion, we donate the same.
I'll second that motion.
Yes.
Marcia, didn't they give you something last year?
No, I think we gave her something maybe two or 3 years ago.
They did with the sheds
Yeah.
last time I got it
Yeah.
donated.
Okay, I make a motion to review the bills and accept the bills as paid.
I'll second that.
And I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second it.
Yes.
If you're gonna eat those.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta go, I'm closer.
Nothing new over your way.
What? Sorry.
Pretty sure it's not being purchased, but somebody else came in today to look at it, Dallas Morris.
Hey, you got my
So
pen.
Christie, when would I have to ask for a donation?
oh, they did,
towards the recreation?
They came out
I
and
would,
talked to me
I
today, I
would,
guess.
whichever you prefer. I mean, if you didn't write it on some
I
record.
think the other deal's,
Man, whatever's easiest for you.
That would be the most good deal.
it would have been,
What he was telling me, that went what he said.
well, if it have went
Even if you're not
way
around,
back then, yeah, it would have been a great
Because
deal.
I do my meetings every Sunday.
He's talking about putting a dog on sewage treatment plant right out
I have
there.
a list of what I do.
Excuse me, can I say one more thing? These people that want our water bills and wanna know what we pay, you're welcome to my water bill for buddy, they pay it.
Did they get ahold of
Linda,
Mine too.
Linda, can you come,
I'm saying you did, I'm just
can you come up here for a second here?
people to do that.
Can you come up here for a second? First off, because the municipal authority is a public entity,
Yeah,
Hey, Mike,
that all falls under the right to know law.
my neighbor.
yes,
They
it
have to
does.
redact,
Done.
they have to
You
redact
do,
personal.
people have
Right
privacy,
above
you have privacy
I'll be
laws too,
glad
you
to
can't have
drag it
people's
out.
names and addresses.
All right, I'll
But
tell
they
him
have,
tomorrow
they can
that you'll drag it
redact,
out for him.
actually,
Yeah, it's sitting
I
right
don't
there,
think
but
a name and
I
an
know he
address.
said he's afraid.
What is the purpose to it?
So if you
What is
wanna
the
drag it
purpose?
out,
No,
I'll tell him.
I don't know who requested
He'll
it.
put it in.
I'm just saying,
Can you
They'll
Joe?
put it in. But, yeah.
I don't
All right,
know.
no
Tim and
problem,
Jody, I
John.
couldn't.
See you later.
I can tell you one thing.
What's the big deal?
No.
What's the big deal? What I'm saying is,
That's
you guys don't
my
understand.
bills.
You guys don't understand.
They don't need to know how much money I
Because
put out in
it
water
is
bills.
a public entity, it falls under the right to know law.
No idea.
I could see if they were in a certain position and they had to know this.
And there is law.
But there is also privacy laws that protects people in their bills too.
They have the right to know it. I'm not saying that it's right or it's wrong, I'm saying it falls, because you're a public entity, they fall under the right to know laws. You seen how
Yes,
surprised I was when you said who it was.